you from the first week of Swing Dance Basics bowel swing. So we're working with open position Balboa, or bowel swing moves in this series. And so kind of your home base when you're out in this open position. And so for the purposes of this class, it's going to be our basic, is our out knits. And so that's just a quick, slow rhythm. We'll do it from the side, and we'll also do it from the back. I'm starting on my right, Ryan's starting his left, but also you can start this pattern on other feet depending on like what patterns you're moving in and out of. But when we're starting our dance, typically Ryan's going to start on his left, and I'm going to start on my right. So it goes quick, slow, quick, slow, quick, slow, quick, slow. So Ryan is doing most of the shaping, right? So he's practicing the shape by going back and forward, back and forward. And I'm practicing the rhythm because as a follow, I pretty much keep my rhythm going underneath me, and my leader is able to kind of shape how much our partnership is moving. And obviously I have ideas and input about that when we're dancing together. But in a more simplistic idea of leading and following, the leaders are shaping the move. So we're trying to get our leaders comfortable shaping the move. And then you were talking a little bit about arms for leaders.
Yeah, I was.
And you can use Mr. Sloth here.
That while I'm doing this, like, you know, out, in, out, in, that I'm letting my arms move out together, and that allows my partner to do this out in as well.
Right.
And I'm thinking about bringing it sort of into the right side of my body versus
Dead center.
dead center into my sternum.
Yeah, so when you're practicing your footwork by yourself, leaders, it's nice to practice with something in your hands if you don't have a partner to dance with. Because, and I talked to at least one leader about this, that you are not only just moving away from and towards your hands, but you're moving your hands away as you move back, and then towards you as you move in, so that you're actually actively bringing your partner in like a counterweight.
And I feel like the feel of it to me is that we are both stretching away from like some central point between us.
Right.
Is the feel that I get.
Let's turn around and do the footwork a few more times with our back to the camera so people have some practice footwork. Again, I'm starting with my right and Ryan with his left. 5, 6, 7, and quick, slow, quick, slow. Step,
Out, in, out, in, 2 beats out.
So we also talked about on your slow, you want to still be moving, even though it's only one step, but your body is still moving through space. So that's why we kind of like to be like slow, right? Instead of slow, it's not a stop. And then we talked about doing this with a partner, and so our partnership connection, let's show it from the back also. So Ryan's hand is around my back, and I generally cup behind my leader's tricep in this position, so that when we're like stretching away, Ryan is kind of creating a little bracket on my back, and I have a little bracket around his tricep, and that means that we're lightly connected, but we're secure, right? And then our hands are just palm to palm with the fingers closed, and we want to have just enough energy in our hands to hold them up, but we want to try and let them drop if Ryan drops it. So we're not like holding a lot of tension there. And so when we do our sort of basic out and ins together, we had you shift your weight from foot to foot.
So I'm gonna go left, right, left.
And then we went out, in, shoop-a-doo. So now that I am with a partner and Ryan is shaping this, I do go back, and then in a little bit more, but not maybe as much as Ryan is, right? I'm just keeping my rhythm going.
And I feel like for most leaders as well, like I feel like you could strive toward having an out and in feel, but have smaller footwork, because it's really easy to get really married into.
Right, we want to like try and stay away from like rock, step, rock, step. And then we talked a little bit about rotating, and we said that when you're rotating, that in general we tend to rotate clockwise, right? So kind of over our right shoulder. That you allow your feet to cross on the slow, especially the right foot, because your left foot doesn't need to, because that part of your partnership is open, right? But then your right foot tends to cross a little bit on the slow, and we want to be able to pivot on our foot when we step, and that's how we rotate. So we rotate when we're close to each other. Out and rotate, out and rotate, step, step, pivot, step, step, pivot, do, whoo, shoot, do, whoo, 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 whoo. And that Ryan uses me like a counterweight.
Like I'm thinking about my partner kind of going through this side of my body. Once you start having more rotation, like if you're doing just very tiny rotation, you might not feel that through feeling.
Yeah, and then that my energy coming toward him helps us turn our partnership. So that's pretty much what we worked on this week. I also mentioned for anyone who is having trouble with their footwork that sometimes improving our balance can help us make footwork seem easier, because in dance we need to be on one foot or the other and not kind of split weight between our feet. And especially in these moments where we're on a slow, we're on the same foot for 2 counts, right? Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And at the speed we're currently going in class, that is kind of a time to wait, right? And so you should, throughout your day when you're kind of waiting for your coffee to boil, or like, you know, at the copier if you're back at the office, stand on one foot for a little bit, right? Until your leg gets a little tired. And if you need the support of a wall or a chair, like make sure, you know, feel free to put your hands lightly on it, but try and see how long you can stand on a foot, right? And then if that's easy, try lifting your heel off the ground while standing on one foot. That is very hard, right? Eventually you will start to feel a little burning sensation around your ankle because that's you strengthening those muscles. And then try it on the other side. So level 1, stand on one foot for as long as you possibly can. Level 2, do some single leg calf raises, getting the heel off the ground. Another good balance exercise is to stand on one foot and move the other leg around, especially side to side. Will challenge your stabilizer muscles a lot, right? I was like, see how long you can do that without having to put that foot down, right? And you might find that you have a side of your body that's stronger than the other side, where it's very normal, right? That we have kind of a dominant side and it tends to be stronger than the other. And so like a lot of times when our balance is challenged, it's just that the muscles that stabilize us are not as strong as they could be. And so doing things like calf raises, right? Where we're just lifting our heels up off the ground is a great way to strengthen our ankles and our calves. And again, doing those on one foot is a great way to strengthen your ankles and your calves. Cool. So we'll see you next week.